Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Project Koba. This is Alabama State's first ever business podcast. My name is Elizaveta Demchenko.
And my name is Caitlin Woodruff.
And today we are going to talk about different aspects of hairstyling. And my first question for you is, what made you decide to start doing hair in the first place?
Well, what made me start doing hair in the first place is when I was younger. I used to go into the beauty salon with my mom. I used to look in hair magazines. I used to picture myself with certain hairstyles. Of course, my mom wasn't able to make them hairstyles come to life. So I had to learn how to do it on my own. Mm-hmm. So in middle school, pretty much, I started doing my own hair because at this point, my mom didn't do my hair the way that I like, because she couldn't keep up with the trends. So then I started doing my own hair. High school, I did my own hair. Then I came to school here and I've been doing my own hair, and my sophomore year is really the year I started doing other people's hair.
Right.
And so that's when I really started taking hair serious. I always was serious about my own hair, but then actually started doing other people's hair. That's when I became serious my sophomore year in college.
Nice.
Yep.
So it's the same for me. Like a few years ago, my coach gave me a few players to play. Mm-hmm. And I was just coaching them and we were having fun. And then they started coming back to me saying like, we like the way you're coaching us and stuff. And then I realized probably I need to take it also serious, like, because coaching it's well-paid job and you can work with kids, you know. So I kind of have the same situation. So that after a while I realized that this is actually can bring me profit, you know.
Yeah, very much.
Okay. My next question is, what credentials and license do you have or need to be a hairstylist?
Well, you really don't need much, but if you actually want to be a licensed, cosmetologist.
Right.
What you really need is, most states require high school diploma, GED, or, you can go to an actual state license place that you actually get your cosmetology license.
Right.
And then that's pretty much it. After you get your license and get approved and go to school for it, you pretty much can become a hairstylist.
So basically everyone can do it.
If they go through the course, get licensed, why not?
Right. Okay. The next question is, what is the most enjoyable part of your job when you're doing hair?
I would say the most enjoyable part of doing hair is the finished outcome, the finished look. It really can show your talents, how hard you work, and just looking at overall the progression of your growth as a hairstylist.
Right. And
really just saying, I'm really talented.
So, the difference between your first work and, your last work, you can see,
the
how
change
better it goes.
Yeah.
Right. So, for example, the same for me. If my kids go into competition and I see they're actually winning and having fun, this is probably the most enjoyable part because it means that I'm doing my job right and kids actually listening to me,
Yeah.
Okay. The next question. Which products and materials do you use the most when you're doing your hair? Your favorite one,
Okay, so my favorite products, I would probably say BioSilk because I'm the type of person who really like a sleek finish look, very sleek and straight and shiny.
Right,
so I would recommend BioSilk. It's a really great product. And to follow that along, of course, I have the Babyliss flat irons, really nice flat irons. Heat up to 450 degrees if you want some flat irons. And, T3 curling irons. And pretty much a hot comb. Mm-hmm. The hot comb really makes your hair really, really straight. So pretty much those are my favorite hot tools and my favorite extra products to use on hair.
Right. So I think a lot of people who have a curly hair, they like their hair straight sometimes, right? Because they just get tired of curls all the time.
Yeah.
So nice. Okay, the next question. What would you define as an excellent customer service?
Excellent customer service actually comes with the beginning to the end.
Right.
When your client first comes to you, making sure they have everything they need. If they're a little thirsty or anything, offer a beverage or snacks or something.
To make them kind and stuff,
Talk to them, get to know them, try your best. Because you want your client to come back.
Exactly.
So make sure
this is the goal, actually.
Making sure they feel welcome and really just making sure everything is what they're expecting to look. So, and especially making sure the desired look is actually what they're going to have in the end. So pretty much making sure everything is perfect for the client.
Yeah. For example, for me, it's when you have a practice with a kid, you need to start from a small talk, to understand which mood the kid have, because if he's in a bad mood, you need to make sure that he's good.
Yeah.
And if he's in a good mood and stuff, so you know how to plan the practice right. So that's why these like small details at the beginning of the practice is very important, because it's define how the actual practice will go. Yeah. So I think it's very important, like the way you treat clients actually before, so they feel comfortable and welcome. Okay. What treatment would you recommend if a client has bad hair quality, like if you dyed it or something like that?
Like damage. Okay,
Yeah.
so I have 2 different brands.
Okay.
All right, so if you're more of a curly hair natural person, really curly, I would recommend Afro-G. They have a step care system to actually reverse your curls back and like pretty much nurse your hair back into health.
Nice.
So I recommend them. And if you're more like straight hair or, damage, like more of your hair type, I recommend Olaplex. Olaplex also have a step care system that you actually can follow along and continue to use, and you should see like a drastic change with more moisture in your hair, helping with your split ends, the frizziness. It should help out.
So I can also use it in case I will dye my hair,
Yeah.
basically.
Yeah. Pretty much follow up with it. Because everybody knows when you bleach your hair or you dye your hair, you pretty much stripping your hair of all the nutrients and everything on it. So follow it up with something like a hair mask or something to put the moisture back into your hair. So
okay. So, and everyone can afford to buy it, or
it's pretty affordable. I can't name the price off the top of my head, but it's pretty affordable. Probably like $20 to $40 range. So it's pretty affordable.
Okay. And you can buy it everywhere you want.
Yeah, you can buy it any hair salon, Sally's, beauty hair stores, anything like that. Anything that sells pretty much hair products has those 2 hair products.
That's actually useful information even for me, for my hair. Yeah. Okay. And the last question. Have you ever thought about opening your own business? If yes, where would it be and why?
Well, since high school, I always wanted to move to Houston, Texas. But it's actually because it was business related. I always knew I was going to own a business, but now I actually know I want to actually own a hair salon.
Right.
And so I would like to move to Houston, Texas and open a hair salon, a couple years after I graduate, build up myself, clientele, my name, my brand, and everything. But the reason why I chose Houston, Texas out of all places was because of the revenue. Honestly, if you go to a city where people are willing to spend money on your talent,
Of course.
you're more successful. You're honestly way more successful versus me opening a hair salon in Montgomery. I can charge my prices, but you got to keep it in a range where the people is more kind of affordable to because the area that you're staying in.
They cannot literally pay for that.
They can't really pay for certain things. And if I move to an area where I'm more in my talent range and I'm actually with people who are willing to spend money on my talent, then that's more money for me. So
exactly. But have you thought about the competition between the salons? Because if Houston, Texas is very popular in hair business, it's probably going to be competitive, and you need to be the best of the best.
Yes, but it's really what you offer. I'm the type of person, I love a natural sleek look. So not that many people is really offering. People are offering micro links and more of the natural hair care and stuff like that. But most people gear towards weaves. I can be more versatile. I can have weaves. I can do weaves. I can also do color hair, balayage, everything. It really depends on what you offer to set you different than everybody else. Right. And plus, it's your look. And my hair page is called the KW look. So pretty much if you pay attention to how I do hair, like I said, I really more distinct with how my hair, more silky and the curls.
Actually you've gone through your page and it's very nice.
Thank you. But I'm more a person who, if I can keep myself distinct and have a certain type of look, not really geared towards the trends of everybody else, then you will always, be different than everybody else and different on top. Yeah.
So the same for me. I'm actually also thinking about opening my own tennis academy, in the future.
Yeah.
And obviously it's not going to be here because,
of course not.
it's the same issue as you, people just not paying for that. And I was thinking about cities like Seattle or New York.
That's a good area.
Yeah, because I have a few friends over there in the both actually cities who started their own tennis academies, and they're pretty successful because people actually want to play tennis, especially small kids, and he really made good money out of it. And if you are a good coach and you actually know what you're doing and you know how to make a business work, I think it's a very good start for everyone. you know.
Yeah. I wish you will.
Yeah.
Like, you gonna make money over there.
Yeah. Thank you so much, guys, for watching. I hope you enjoyed it.
All right. Thank you, guys.